This is Oktaeler, and we live from the Crack House. First question, who is your celebrity crush? That's a two-parter. I gotta go Michael B. Jordan and Jennifer Aniston, to be honest with you. That's for sure. Michael B. Jordan, that's kind of just a dead giveaway. Tall, dark, handsome, you know. Jennifer Aniston is like 4 times my age, I think, and looks better than me some days. I mean, if you ever seen Horrible Bosses, you already know. She's money. She's the one for sure. Next question. What else we got up in here? You have $20 and you're going into the gas station. What are you getting? Ooh, man, I gotta go honey barbecue Fritos, the little spinny twirly ones. That's my shit. Black Rifle drink for sure. It's like a coffee drink with the hella caffeine in it. The caramel vanilla or the rich mocha. Rich mocha's good too. But they're expensive as hell, so I think that's all I'm about to get with the $20 up in there. What's your biggest turnoff? If we out to eat and you're chewing with your mouth open, that's so bad. That's terrible. I don't even know if I can listen to the words that come out of your mouth at that point. Also, just super insecure or the controlling type of behavior. Definitely a no-go. Another red flag is a part of this, I guess, but the phone screen constantly down the whole time. Yeah, for sure. What you hiding from me, bro? I mean, I get everybody got their own privacy. They got their own personal, lives that they're living. You might not want the person that you're taking out on a date, 2 dates in, 3 dates to just know everything about you, but I don't know if we date 6, date 7. I'm like, man, I still got that phone just on lockdown. I don't know. It's kind of just weird, a little dishonest. What's the worst date you've ever been on? I guess this is a good one. I didn't even really make it to the date. They came and picked me up, and as soon as I got in the car, I was like, hi, how you doing? And they just didn't really say nothing, and I think we got maybe 2 minutes down the road, and I'm just nervous, so I'm just saying shit just to hear noise, because I'm there's no response or nothing. They just turned the car around, and they just dropped me back off at the house, and they were like, I can't do this. The voice is too much my voice. My bad, bro. I didn't know I was talking all weird and shit. It's probably just because I sound manly or something, but that was a Facebook dating one. I've met a couple beat clients on there that I've sold beats to. Other than that, I mean, I've had a couple decent dates. I haven't really had anything any of them stick and make it more than just some casual type of shit. But I do like Facebook dating. It's tight. It's free. You don't have to pay for no extra add-ons or none of the premium features and shit. Get seen by more people. It's all included, which is pretty tight. They had just slid up and they were like, oh, you do music, yada yada yada. And then I did my go-to that I'm trans, right? Did you peep that? Because I don't want to get into this conversation. And then you're mad all of a sudden when you find out. But they'll see that I do music, or they'll have something kind of in their pictures posted of them doing some type of music. They'll be real quick to it. It'll either be oh damn, no, that's cool. I just wanted to, mess with you for the beats, or sometimes it's off rip. They're I don't even want to talk to you like that. I just seen that you make music, you got beats available. So yeah, it's kind of awkward. Do you write with your audience in mind or yourself first, and why? I think about myself for sure. I don't really think about the audience at all. To be honest, there could be some good that comes from it, but the audience is there because they want to learn about you. They don't want to hear watered down. They don't want to be catered to that directly. They're there to be entertained by something that you're doing. They want to know about your life and your personal stories. It's also good to write about your personal views on a lot of stuff because it's a different perspective. And sometimes people hear another person's perspective, and that could be the change that they needed to be a different person and not be the type of person they were before. So, and I also use my art to express myself and get a lot of my feelings out. I don't know how to really talk about them as well as I could just be yo, you can peep this song or peep this little track that I did. That's how I'm feeling, as opposed to trying to explain it, A little tasty one in here. What does success look like to you? 4 Bentleys in a mansion, dog. No, not actually. Just stability for real. Being able to live comfortably. Above the means, of course, is where it's at. But if you can just maintain your daily bills and take care of yourself, your people around you, just off of something that you love, then in my opinion, you've made it. A lot of the success that you see online and you see from these other people is usually is a facade. It's not as real as you would think. Man, my lowest point, what does it look like, or what my lowest point is? So it was probably right before I came out. I had throughout all of the guy clothes and shit, right? And then I haven't told nobody in my family yet. In my mind, I wasn't really ever gonna see them or anybody else that I knew again. And I found myself stuck. I was walking down DeQuinder. I got kicked out of somebody's house and I had a trash bag of all my clothes. The makeup was looking terrible. The wig was ratty. It was raining. I had on still these big goofy ass feelers, high top feelers, and half girl clothes. I looked crazy as hell. And I walked down this road for probably 2 or 3 miles, and the whole time I'm just man, I can call them. No, I can't, because they don't know about this, so I can't call them to have them help me make some money real quick or anything. I guess I'm just assed out here. And I got to this little coney. I'll never forget it. At this American Coney, I think it's called, on DeQuinder somewhere. It was like the safe haven. Like they had heat. The waitresses in there gave me like some extra like food for free that was like in the window chilling or something, and they gave me like a pop and shit, and they was just let me. I was in there for probably like 2 to 3 hours, and I was like, all right, this ain't really working it. This ain't really cutting it. So yeah, that was probably the lowest though. Was that walk? I'm just like walking down in the rain and shit. I'm like looking at these gas stations, like I cannot post up out front this gas station, bro. That looks crazy. I asked like this Jimmy John's for the Wi-Fi, and they were like, oh, we don't have it. I was like, bro, it says Jimmy John's guest. Like I'm clearly going through it, my dude. Like let me get that shit, you know? And they were like, nah, we don't. I don't know. I have to call somebody. Call them then, bro. Like I got time. Like I need the Wi-Fi, bro. Make the call. Make the call sooner. Make the call a lot sooner. You would be surprised who in your life is not gonna have a problem with it. Even the people that you might think that are just so against it, they have never had anybody as close to them as you like go through that and come out to them before. You'd be shocked to know that, you know, people that you would think that wouldn't be okay with it, they're actually okay with it. They love you unconditionally, so that means that they love you as you come, not as, you know, how you need to be to them. That's definitely what I would say, for sure. Call your mom, call your mother. She'll help you out for sure, if you can. I'm gonna go to the bottom. I'm gonna go to the bottom real quick. These are good questions. These are very good questions. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? Fuck yeah, for sure. If you don't like pineapple on your pizza, your palate need to grow up. That shit is on point. Any type of pizza, fire. Hands down, Pizza Perfect in Ipsy, for sure. Hands down, the best pizza I've ever had. It's fresh every time. It's a very small, like, hole-in-the-wall type of place, but the owner drives a Charger, so, you know, successful for sure. That place is bussin', for sure. Okay. First thing you're buying when you hit your first M, and why? I want to be selfish and say like a dumbass chain or something, like something just stupid and huge. But honestly, I'd probably buy my mom like a new car, or like my mom a new house. She's been a ride or die for sure. And my grandma, I can't forget about my grandma. Mama, you getting a whip for sure. Yeah, I'm going to go with that final answer. I'm getting 2 whips for my mom and my grandma. Pink caddies, for sure. Pink caddies, drop top if they got it. What's a discouraging moment you've had as an artist? Ooh, this is a good one. So once upon a time, before I was Oktaeler, I was a drummer and I was on tour filling in for a band. And the tour that we were on was like a huge, like, I mean, it was arenas every single night. Most of them were sold out. Up until that time, it was hands down the biggest thing I'd ever did in my career. The first show was in Ohio somewhere, and I think we were like in like a 1,000 cap venue, but it was about 830 people in there, and we got booed off the stage. That shit was pretty, like, luckily it wasn't like my music, but even then I was still just like, bro, like how this whole tour is about to go, bro. Like I don't even want to do this no more. Like I kind of just want to throw in the towel. But the singer who ran the band actually he took it on the chin. He really didn't care. We spiced up the set, and it was encouraging for him to kind of, you know, just like wipe it off and act like it wasn't nothing. And we kept it pushing. It didn't happen again, luckily, but that was definitely like, I want to go back while we're in Ohio still. It's very close to Michigan. That was pretty rough. 800 people booing you is loud as fuck. For sure. I had like a little toy drum set when I was younger. I didn't really do much with it. And then I believe I got Rock Band 2 for Christmas one year for the Xbox. And my brother got like the guitar controller. I got the drum kit little thing. And I played Eye of the Tiger on Expert. And I was like, yo, this kind of like feels like, you know, like I'm doing the thing. And I went on my little toy drum set and I played it just like I would have on the game. And I was like, oh shit, I just played Eye of the Tiger. And then I think I listened to like another like rock song that I liked back in the day. And I learned how to play that like the same day. And I was like, okay, this is about to be it. So then I quit playing baseball. And then I started going to, I taught myself drums for about 2 or 3 years. And I started getting really good. And then I went to a school to learn how to like read drum music, how to do drum theory and application and shit like that. And I did those lessons and stuff like that for probably like 4 years, I want to say. As soon as I found it and I was hitting that shit and it was loud, making noise, I was like, yeah, no, this is the one for sure. This is what I want to do. And I'm still here, still doing music ever since. It's been a while. It's been a minute. I would love to like get like a new kit and set it up and be able to play again. But it's been a minute. I don't think I've actually picked up the stick since I was probably about 19 or 20. That's like 6 years ago-ish. So what's your toxic trait? Ooh, I don't have any toxic traits, actually. That's the toxic trait maybe right there. It's never my fault. It's their fault for sure. I didn't do anything. Yeah. Either that or I got a bad habit of just kind of like, I can just not respond to anything from anybody. I've been told that it makes them feel like they don't exist or anything. Once I get like to a certain degree of angry, I kind of just like, yeah, I don't need to answer these calls. I don't see you posting on my shit. I don't see you doing this or sending me that. I don't see none of that shit, bro. I'm sorry. It's Who are you? New phone. Who's this? Type of energy. What do you think happens when we die? You die for sure. Nah, I think that I'm not really too sure. There's a lot of different theories and stuff like that. I don't think anybody's 100% right, and if they are, then if that's what they say, then they're lying to you. I believe that we are all definitely connected, and I definitely believe that once you pass on, like, you're still connected to the soul ties that you've made while you're on the earth. I don't know. Hopefully the whole heaven and hell thing isn't real, because I don't have very good. I don't have high hopes of me making it upstairs. Dun dun dun. It's the final one. When was the most recent time you crashed out? What happened? Back in May. I will not name the label, but I thought that I had like a good deal coming from this label and this little agency, stuff like that. I kept pushing back the release of any music at all, and just to find out that like everything that we were being promised and all this other stuff it was all cap, it was all lies, it was all smoke and mirrors. We were supposed to sit down on an actual FaceTime call with the A&R that was lying to our face, and then his bosses, and that's who we really wanted to talk to, because we were like kind of starting to get the idea that maybe I don't even know if you've even told them about us or anything, bro. And I got on the phone, and the head dude didn't turn on his camera. He was in the call for maybe 3 seconds, and then he just disappeared from the chat, and I 100% like just hung up the phone, and I was definitely crashing out and just screaming and cussing in my out back of my house. Yeah, it was pretty rough. I do a little chair throw, it was definitely probably the last time I crashed out. The words I was saying in my sentences and all that were definitely the craziest part, though. I was definitely cussing out everything and everybody. I was yelling at the birds and shit. I was yelling at the squirrel across the street. I was on a rampage for a little bit, but yeah, that's about it. Don't believe really almost anything that anybody says. If they're gonna help you out, they'll do it. It won't take them months and months to do it. And also, don't hold up your own shit that you got going on to appease the other people, because most of the time they're gonna be too scared to put it out. They're gonna be too this, too that, for whatever. So just like, if they just seem like they're a cat, then fuck them. Just put the shit out. You don't need to have a crazy ass video. You don't have to spend thousands on this or that off rip. You can build up to that. You don't need to be the number one thing and this number one label push and all this other shit. Just do it. You don't know who's watching your shit at all times. I think there's something Tyler the Creator was talking about, that like flying some kid out to work with him in Cali, and this kid had like no type of views, no type of followers. Like, now he's getting flown out to Cali. So you never know who's keep an eye on you, just waiting for you to do your thing a little bit so that they can fuck with you. So I'm everywhere. Check me out. I got a lot of songs coming out this year. I got some that are already out. Got some new shit from the Crack House on the way. All socials at Oktaeler, Oktaeler, all of them. My Instagram, the Twitter or X or whatever, the Snapchat, Facebook, the platform, streaming, all my music, everything's just Oktaeler, Oktaeler.